Let's go, Michigan Nation. We are celebrating. We are riding. We are enjoying. This is a major addition, ladies and gentlemen. Michigan just landed the #1 portal running back in the class. Aubrey, say hello to Michigan Nation. This is my baby girl. We are excited. We are celebrating. Let's fucking get it, boys. Dude, what Michigan had to do to outdo South Carolina in IL is no joke. With Sean McGee, Sharon Moore, and Tony Alford got done here is a home run. If you guys watched our show, we talked about who are the impact players, who are the difference makers, and damn it, this is one of them. This is a difference maker. This dude is that dude. Let's take a look. Justice Haynes. You guys can catch me. My name's TJ Ronin. I'm excited as hell. You can find me on the socials at TJ_Ronin. Let's get to the damn thing. We got Justice Haynes here. Sophomore class, is 5'11", 210 pounds, out of Buford, Georgia. He played for Powerhouse Buford in Georgia, which, you know, anyone knows high school recruiting. That is one of the top schools, one of the top producing schools in the nation. To be a running back coming out of there is a very tough thing to do. He was a composite 5-star. We will get into that. He played 2 years at Alabama. And I just want to point out the production here. 2024 season, guys, 79 carries, 7 touchdowns with a 5.7 average, 448 yards. That is insane production. Insane production for the limited amount of touches he had. Guys, Chip Lindsey's offense is a power spread. When you put a running back of this caliber in that offense, you get Amarion Hampton results. And you may be asking, maybe you know, maybe you don't know. Who is Amarion Hampton? Amarion Hampton was the running back that Chip Lindsey just had at North Carolina. Let me just show you guys real quick what Amarion Hampton did at North Carolina. This is Amarion Hampton. Amarion Hampton had a 281 carry season, 1,600 yards, 15 touchdowns, because in this offense, running backs produce. We just got that next dude. Is he going to get 1,600 yards next season? Might be a tough task. But what do I anticipate he will do? Have a hell of a season. I do expect a 1,000-yard season for Justin Haynes. I do think he'll get double-digit touchdowns. This kid is a hell of a complete running back. We will get into it. Let's take a look at where Justice Haynes ranks in the 247 transfer portal rankings for running backs, and he is the #1 running back in the portal. No doubt about it. Not even close. And this kid, guys, I'm going to tell you, is exactly what we needed to help take this transfer portal class to the next level. These are the type of players we need to add to become that playoff contender that we have been talking about so much on our channel. This is not something to be taken lightly, because, you know, there's been some rumbling, there's been some talk amongst the Michigan Nation. You know, why is Michigan not spending? Why is Michigan not landing these top prospects, these top targets? Well, guess what? They did, and they are. And this is one of them. So hell of a job again. Shout out to the boys, man. Shout out to Sean McGee and all of them for getting this shit done, because this is a serious addition. Let's take a look at Justice Haynes' PFF grades. We will look at his highlight tape. We will look at also his scouting report. I'll get into all of it, and then we will also look at the depth chart, where he fits, how this goes, and how the roster looks heading into the remainder of the portal, also into spring ball and the portal next season. We'll take a look at all that. So as we look at the Justice Haynes PFF grades, he has a run grade of 80.8. Now, the reason why he's not have a ranking, because he does not quite qualify. He does not have enough of a ranking to qualify. But in 24, he was ranked the 71st running back out of 2024. And again, limited run, guys. We are talking about only 79 carries. He played behind other running backs. He did have a introduction against us in the Rose Bowl last year, which was pretty interesting. But again, you know, when he was given opportunity, he constantly performed. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see what Michigan can do with him. I'm excited to see him in Chip Lindsey's power spread offense and where it goes from there. Let's take a look at Justice Haynes' recruiting profile, and I'll show you guys what this player is. We'll get into a scouting report as well as his highlight tape. And we are unable to share the Alabama highlights due to copyright, due to YouTube. They're stingy. They're very stingy. but we'll show you what we can. So as you guys can see, this kid was a composite 5-star coming out of high school, the number 3 running back in the nation coming out of the 23 class, and obviously out of Buford. Again, extremely prestigious high school. Let's take a look at the scouting report here. We got Gabe Brooks, who has the scouting report here for 247. The requisite size and frame for a 3-down running back prospect, slightly longer than tall, with space to add good mass. Plays quick-footed, loose hips with good leverage, runs with an encouraging body lean, shrinks target as necessary, but also plays bigger than listed size. Excellent contact balance with run strength and finishing demeanor to power for extra yards. Flashes impressive suddenness and short area bursts, whether linear or laterally. Displays good explosion out of cuts and multiple levels, particularly dangerous in subtle second-level redirections, accelerating out of those cuts to produce big plays. Best exploding downhill and out of cut situations, but also more than capable to string together moves to maximize yards. Highest gear may not match top speed of other elite backs, but does not top out quickly. Accelerates with urgency and continues to build speed beyond the second level. Top end speed has improved year over year. Enormous production through junior year and almost 5,900 rushing yards at 8.9 per carry. Possesses a 2-sport profile that includes baseball, strong profile, football pedigree as the son of the 2002 NFL 5th-round running back selection. Will arrive in college with significant mileage from 4 seasons of full-time high school duties. Lacks ideal context relative to verified athleticism. Speed with no track data. Very limited combine testing. Limited pass catching context with fewer than 20 total receptions in 3 seasons. Particularly a high floor running back prospect with physical tools and functional athleticism on the field to develop into a legitimate NFL draft prospect projects to be the high major level of a potential multi-year impact starter. And you're going to see that at Michigan, guys. You're going to see that at Michigan. Let's take a look at what did his huddle tape show us when he was coming out of high school. And, what you'll find, guys, in my opinion, is a well-rounded, fully balanced, good vision, all-around running back, which is your 3-down running back that you will see. And please, I want to stress the level of competition that this kid is facing. He is facing some of the best competition in the nation coming out of Georgia. So, this isn't like some kid out of Connecticut, right? This kid's going against some of the top people. Look at his contact balance, right? His contact balance is excellent. His vision's great. He makes the cuts, which is what they talk about, the second level. And he just has enough speed. Is he the top end burner? Is he going to be a 10-5, 100-meter guy? No, he's not that. But you don't need that. That isn't required to be an elite running back. What you need is, and what he has is, the strength to hit the hole. Guys, when he gets hit, he doesn't go down on first touch, right? Now, we've had that issue with some of our running backs, no names listed, on some of our running backs in previous seasons, right? But this is not that dude. This dude, look at that catch. Holy goodness. Let's go back. Let's take a look at that real quick. Let's go back, if it'll let me. Look at this one-handed catch. Boom. Nice. I mean, he is so fluid in his running ability. His gait is strong. Look at his, oh my God, his cuts are so effortless too. That's what's beautiful, right? So look at his cut. Look at his cut. Look at his limited, boom, limited. And then look at the power, son. Look at the power, bro. So exciting. I cannot wait. Now, what does Michigan need to do now to optimize this player? Look at the vision, boys. Jeez. Yeah, he's got enough speed. He's just fine. Fuck track times. We don't need track times. The film says it all. Yeah, I'm extremely excited to watch this kid in the wing helmet playing for Michigan next season with Mikey Keene and Bryce Underwood, in the backfield with him. I mean, that's just going to be excellent. I mean, so now what does Michigan need to do to optimize this? In my opinion, we got to land 2 more offensive linemen. Falale, Fa'amo, however you pronounce his name, we'll get there. He is currently, in a position where Michigan could land him. Michigan's working very hard to also land him. I do think he'll play right tackle. That'll be a good addition. We do need to figure out our left tackle and left guard situation. It's possible Andrew Struber is ready to go next season. And then that leaves another position for me. And we'll figure out what the boys do with that in terms of Michigan. And then also we got to land some of these wide receivers. Skylar Bell is a wide receiver that I believe Michigan's in a great position for. We'll see where that goes. We got to add additional weapons. Donovan McCulley, you got Skylar Bell. What else can they do there? And then that's what it just comes down to. And then if you can add 2 more receivers, in my opinion, and 2 more offensive linemen, then this is going to be actually a pretty sound offense that's going to be well balanced. And this kid's contact balance is absolutely insane. It almost reminds me of like an Alvin Kamara-esque contact balance. And what I mean by that is just elite contact balance. What makes Alvin Kamara so amazing is, one, his vision. Jeez, dude, his burst is nice. I mean, it's almost deceptive. It's almost deceptive because, and his stride is just something. He's an upright runner, but damn, we're talking all Big Ten caliber level running back here, boys. Like, he's special. He really is, man. Look at this. Shit. Yeah. Let's go. Merry Christmas, bro. Merry Christmas. All right, let's take a look at where Omarion Hampton. Let's take a look at where Justice Haynes fits on the depth chart for Michigan. Let me pull up the Excel sheet here. Let's take a look at what Michigan has added to its we'll get there. Hold on. Bear with me. I got to share the screen. Okay, let's go. Let's look at the depth chart. So as you can see with the depth chart, our running back position was one of the positions that I felt we needed to add another player. And the reason why I felt that is because when you look at Jordan Marshall and Benjamin Hall, there's a combined 36 carries. We needed a bit more experience in that backfield because to me personally, I'm not a big believer on relying on unproven players. It does not mean you cannot trust players who are next up, but in my opinion, you got to earn that in camp. So let's add competition. We just did. Justice Haynes right here. No longer a position of need. That is filled. And this is where we stand with our roster right now, guys. It's definitely coming together. We do have some holes still, like, and this really is a hole too, the Y position. But do we move Andrew Marsh there? Possibly Andrew Marsh becomes our slot receiver next year. Cornerback, that could potentially be filled tomorrow with Emmanuel Carnley. He's going to be committing on Christmas Day. We could be filling that. Nose tackle, very interesting things going on with that. Potentially a Kenneth Grant return. If we get Kenneth Grant back, obviously that fills that. This is the big question mark for me. Offensive line. I need to see 2 additions here. Michigan's working on it. We'll see what they can do. If they can land the top offensive tackle in the portal, which they're currently working on, in Fulele, then that's obviously a huge step in the right direction. Then we got to figure out our next addition, whether it be a left tackle or a left guard, because I believe Fulele Fa'amo will be playing right tackle because that's what he played at Washington State. Maybe he has the desire to switch to the left side, but even so, yes, there's a few holes still left on this roster. It's a strong roster. A lot of potential, but a few holes. But what's very exciting is this duo here. Bryce Underwood, Justice Haynes in the backfield. You got Max Bredesen, the dog. Exciting, man. It's very exciting. So I think this is the nice jump we needed. This is an excellent Christmas present, early Christmas present for all of us. Very excited. Cannot wait to see who else is added in the portal. Michigan's working very hard now. I do feel we're in a good spot to land some of our top remaining targets. We're just got to see how they close it out. I mean, obviously, this is a great sign that Michigan is willing to be a little aggressive when necessary, because as I stated earlier, guys, South Carolina had a major NIL offer. We're talking major. Their insiders were specifically saying that the amount of money that was being offered was not typical for even South Carolina for portal players. So it was just a very large amount, and Michigan outdid them. So shout out to Michigan, man, getting that shit done. Let's fucking go. Excited. Everybody enjoy your holiday, your Christmas. I may even see you guys tomorrow, possibly. I might be at a family event. If I'm not, I will definitely knock out a video if I can. If Emmanuel Carnley Carney commits tomorrow, the cornerback from Arizona. If he commits tomorrow, I'll do my best to get a video up. If not, maybe the next day I'll get it up. But either way, let's go, boys. Let's fucking go. Good for us. Good for Michigan. And let's keep that train rolling. So as you guys know, boys, it is always go blue.